Welcome, everybody, to a very special That Tracks podcast where we are giving you a bonus episode.
Yes.
A bonus. The podcast where we track Christmas bonuses given out by Scrooge McDuck.
I didn't think you'd go there. I
And
thought you'd go
zero.
Halloween.
Yeah.
You made that up on the fly.
I did. It was on the fly. I don't know. There's no other words to say there other than on the fly.
Yeah, this is going to be a special little bonus episode. We talked about it in this week's episode. Thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. I know it was a longer one. It was definitely longer. It was like an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
But we had a lot to talk about. We had a lot of D23 information to break down. We wanted to do this episode as well, though. We know that we didn't technically miss a week because we just posted early.
Yeah.
But it felt like we did because we didn't post last Monday. So we wanted to give you guys some extra content this week. And we got to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party together. And we didn't get the chance to talk about it last week or this week on this week's episode because we had so much D23 content to cover.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk about it, our experience at Mickey's Not So Scary, quickly.
Spoiler alert. Good time.
Yeah. Also, it wasn't so scary.
Yeah, it's really not that scary. It's really not so scary.
So we didn't technically plan this evening together. Like, you went with Jen.
Right.
I just so happened to buy a ticket for myself that night. That was the first night that I could go after
Post D23.
D23. And same with you.
Yeah, because I was there until Wednesday, and this was on Friday.
Yeah.
So
You've got to still be exhausted.
yeah, I mean, and I ran this morning too. So
There's no way you've caught up on rest.
No, I mean I don't.
It's an endless cycle.
It doesn't stop. I'll have you know,
No.
I did get a solid 5.5 hours last night though.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
not good. That's not
that
good.
extra half hour really
It's really not good for you.
gets me. You know,
I wish you could get 8, but I understand that's not the current state of your life.
after this run, I'll sleep in.
How are you doing with your training?
This morning I did really good.
Yeah.
I went 3 full miles without stopping.
Good for you.
Still slow,
Oh, well, that's fine.
but
You don't have to be fast.
yeah, I think I looked at the map for all of the races. The 5K I've got no problem with. I can walk that.
Sure.
The 10K, I think what I'm going to try to do is run the first 3 miles
Okay.
and then maybe walk the second 3 miles,
Okay.
depending on how far back the balloon ladies are. If they start to catch up to me, then I'm going to be like, ugh.
Have you been
Start
training back and forth? While you're training, do you do run walk or you just run the whole time?
This morning I ran the whole time, but for the most part I was having to do run walk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I would do that throughout the races if you can.
am tired.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, when I do the half marathon, I have to I had to break it down in my head. So they put out the map, and if you're looking at the map, there's this section that goes through residential stuff.
Yeah.
And I kind of looked at it and I was like, okay, if I do this straight away in this turn, that's basically what I walked from my hotel to the convention center
Sure.
during D23.
Sure.
So I just got to do that 6 times.
No big deal.
That's not bad.
You'll be fine. Just
But-
your adrenaline's going to be rushing when you start the half marathon.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Don't
bullet out of a
don't do that.
Yeah, no. It is kind of exciting because there's some funny things that happen on the half marathon.
Mm.
Because it's very strange. I wish that they would end in Disneyland. I understand why they don't.
I noticed that on the map too. I saw them posted and I sent them over to you and
Yeah.
it's confusing to me.
You start in Disneyland because that happens before the park opens.
Sure.
But then they're going to open up the park for people to come in.
Sure.
So you end in the cast parking lot.
Which is
Well, you start in the cast parking lot and end in the cast parking lot. But you run through Disneyland first. Then you go up through neighborhoods.
yeah.
And then guess where you pass by? The Honda Center.
I was going to say the Honda Center.
Which is so funny because everybody's like, you can't walk to the Honda
Right,
Center.
but you
And
can
I was
run.
like, yeah, we'll just run right past it. And then they have us running through Angel Stadium, which is kind of cool.
That's going to be fun.
We're going to run on the field, I think.
I drove past that. It's not far from the Honda Center at all. Yeah.
I'm excited to do that.
That's going to be really
And
cool.
then after that, it's just 2 miles. Just a mere 2 miles back to the finish line.
It will feel like that. You'll just be like, oh yeah, no big deal.
I don't know about that.
You will. Yeah, I mean, it's once you get past on a half, and this is just my personal experience. This may not be the same for everybody.
Opinion.
Once you get past 10, I feel like it's okay, I've got a 5K left. I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I am interested to see because with the 3 runs, so I'm doing a 5K, a 10K, and a half. With those 3 runs, and then with going and visiting the parks in between, I think that I will have completed a marathon.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, the challenge
Challenge is
It's
19.1.
plus the 3 is what, 22?
Yeah.
So if you just walk 4 more miles,
Piece of cake.
no big deal.
I'll do that at the airport. Walking from the terminal to the Uber pickup.
Yeah, geez, that is not convenient at LAX.
No, it's not. I understand why it's not, but it is.
Do you
not
walk
convenient.
there?
You can take a bus, but the bus goes the opposite direction
Mm,
to pick everybody else up,
I've only ever done the bus.
and then takes you back.
So you'd rather walk?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was an
Well, it
option.
depends on what airline you fly to. I fly Delta, so
Same.
like it's So it's like a 6-minute walk from the Delta terminal.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good to know.
You just walk, and then you end up like on the street.
Oh, okay.
And you're like, oh, there's cars everywhere.
Fascinating.
Airplanes flying all over the place.
Yeah.
A lot of noises happening. It's real chaotic.
The smell of In-N-Out in the distance.
No, you
No.
don't smell anything other than car and jet
Exhaust.
fuel. Yeah, that's it.
Dang. Well, we should also probably not spend a whole lot of time talking about that because
So
this is a
back to
bonus.
not so scary.
I mean, it's exciting because that is a Halloween race. That'll be fun. I'm fascinated to see like the type of characters that they have out for that.
I hope they have a spooky baseball player
Oh,
when I go through Angel Stadium.
like a zombie.
Yeah,
Mm.
probably Mickey dressed as a baseball player. In all reality,
Yeah, that makes sense. Or like maybe it's like a special like Casey's.
what if Kevin Costner's there?
I don't think he's gonna be too good. Agreed on the run. the half marathoners are not gonna
Meet and greet.
Yeah.
No, I figured he'd be like up in
Like
the
a
box,
signing.
like cheering us on.
No,
You're doing great.
let that idea go because I don't
He's
think
like,
it's gonna.
please watch American. What is this new movie? American Outlaw, American something?
Was Angels in the Outfield in Anaheim
No,
or L.A.?
Angels in the outfield.
Yeah,
That was in the Midwest in a cornfield.
really?
Yeah.
It wasn't in an actual. Something happened in an actual baseball stadium in that movie.
It did?
I think so.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, like Joe Jackson and stuff like that, like played in a real baseball stadium, but like
Oh.
they,
I haven't watched that movie in so long.
the whole premise of the movie is he has a cornfield and he keeps hearing from the cornfield, if you build it, they will come.
But when they're
So he
like,
builds a baseball field in his cornfield.
but when they're like doing the whole flapping thing, that's in the cornfield.
I have no idea what this flapping thing is that you're talking about.
Maybe we're thinking of different things.
Maybe we're not though, because I'm just thinking that there's like a kid, he chokes on a hot dog. Do you remember this part?
No.
And the one of the baseball players is the dead baseball players comes out of they're all like dead, right?
No.
They're like old baseball players. What are you talking
I
about?
don't think you're talking about the same thing.
Angels in the outfield. I'm thinking of Field of Dreams.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what's going on. Yeah. I was like, what? Yeah,
I was like, what? There were not dead
because
baseball.
I had started thinking about Field of Dreams before.
You did with Kevin Costner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before you mentioned Angels in the Outfield, and then you said Angels in the Outfield. It didn't even process in my brain that you had said Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah, it's the Anaheim Angels.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's that one with the kid that breaks his arm, and then he can like joins the major leagues because he can like pitch really fast?
Oh, I don't know. Angels in the Outfield.
Angels in the
movie.
It's called.
Danny Glover's in Angels in the Outfield.
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey. I didn't know he was in it. Man,
All
there's some
right,
big
all right,
actors.
All right.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Anyways,
Joseph.
we have got to get to Mickey's Not So Scary
I'm
Halloween
so glad
Party.
that we were in Angels in the Outfield together.
What?
Because I'm a little
Have
bit
you
of a
ever
Matthew
even seen
McConaughey.
Angels in the Outfield?
Probably not.
I feel like maybe you have. It's like
Probably
a big
have.
90s movie.
Yeah. Has it got Danny Glover in it?
I just said that, yeah.
Danny Glover? Donald Glover. Danny Glover?
That's what it says, Danny.
Danny.
Okay, we got to
Is
stop.
he from Lethal Weapon?
All right. Anyways, we're done with that. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So, quick facts on the party. Your ticket can get you into the party at
4.
4 o'clock. The
Is this
party
a quiz? I'm ready. Party starts at
7.
7.
The park closes at
Which one? But at the end of the party?
for regular ticket guests.
6.
What time does the party end?
1.
No.
Midnight.
Yeah.
Is it always midnight? It feels short.
Yeah, 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no nights where it ends at 1?
I don't think so.
Mm.
What happens at midnight though is that there's one last stage show with the Sanderson sisters. Like I think it starts at 12.
Gotcha.
So you can go over and watch that.
You ever
So-
seen that movie?
What?
Hocus Pocus.
Yes, I have seen that. Thank you.
Okay, just kidding.
That's slightly traumatizing.
Why? Because of the cat?
No, they want to eat children.
Mm. Don't we all though?
No.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Actually, no.
That was just a joke for everybody out there. I just want to like preface that. Just a joke.
Jeez.
Please. Just a joke.
And 'tis the season. No, so party starts at 7:00. I got there a little bit early.
I walked in right at 7.
Yeah, you did. I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me. Around that time, the party didn't start the way that I wanted
Till
it
you
to.
walked in.
No, till you walked in.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was really looking forward to seeing you and Jen because I was having a hard night that night a little bit. And I was like, I just need people around me.
Yeah.
And I knew that once I got to be around everybody, that it was going to turn for sure.
Yeah.
And it did.
We had to step away at one point, and I felt bad.
I know. I was like, they were my support system.
I know, but
But it made sense. You had to do what you had to do.
We had to film a TikTok, which, by the way, if you guys follow us on TikTok, it is one that is doing great right now.
Yeah. Is this the
one from Tiana's Bayou Adventure?
Yeah.
Like, I hope they play Hot to Go.
It worked out so well.
Yeah.
You made it seem like it wasn't going to work out, and then it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
We took like 75 takes of that. Different areas on the ride, different areas of the park.
You
Like, we were
crushed it.
gone from you for a while, right?
Yeah, which was,
And it
I
was-
mean, I thank God our other friend was there that I had, because if I had been by myself, I'm telling you right now, I would have spiraled quickly.
Oh, man. Yeah, we like, I should show you how many different takes we did.
That's so
There was like different ideas.
Which is important to note because, so you did this on Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Yeah.
This year for the Halloween party, both Tiana's Bayou Adventure and Tron are standby queues, which is
Yeah.
exciting. Neither of those attractions have been standby queues before.
Ask me how long I waited for Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
How long did you wait?
20 minutes.
That's great. And it was like
Yeah.
posted like 30 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, and that's awesome too, because it's a guaranteed opportunity to ride that at night. And I think riding that at night adds like a layer to that attraction that doesn't exist during the daytime.
Yes. A lot of cool effects.
Yeah, the lighting is so much better at nighttime.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the lights obviously don't show up during the daytime, but the lighting that they have in that attraction is really cool. And so to be able to do it at night adds to the experience.
I walked out of that ride to the fireworks, which, by the way, watching the fireworks over Big Thunder Mountain, unique experience.
It's very cool.
Especially with the perimeter fireworks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen Happily Ever After from back there before, not perimeter fireworks.
It's cool.
We were able to walk up and watch some of those some of the fireworks. Actually, the majority of the fireworks, kind of at the last minute, we were able to get a spot in front of the castle.
Oh, in front of the castle.
Yeah, more towards Main Street, but still, like, we could see the projections and stuff.
That's where you want to watch it.
Yeah, that fireworks show is great. I'm kind of ready for some new shows
Yeah.
for both Halloween and also for the holidays.
I'm ready for it too.
Yeah.
I want Dreamlights back though, which is kind of like a catch-22, right? Where I'm like, I want new stuff for Christmas, but like also bring back this thing that you used to
Yeah.
have.
It's so sad that we don't have Dreamlights coming back, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe one day.
That's a thing that is universally, nobody would be angry if they brought
No.
like when they brought back Happily Ever After.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody
was
wants the
happy.
Dreamlights back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard anybody that doesn't want them back.
The guy that is in charge of the projections
Yeah,
on the
that created the
castle
projections.
is like, ugh,
No,
please.
these are mine. But anyway, so there's some like basic info on the party. Prices vary. For the most part, the party nights have been happening on Tuesday nights and Friday nights. Other logistics about the party: the parade, Boo to You parade, happens twice.
Yeah.
It happens. I don't know the exact timing because it's subject to change per evening, but there's
Basically, one time in front of the fireworks and one time after the fireworks.
Yeah, usually around like 8 o'clock
Mhm.
and then usually around 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And
And the
then
fireworks are usually at 10.
10-ish. Yeah, I think it's like technically that night it was 10:15, but
Yeah.
that could change based on what night you go. And another thing is that everything's always subject to change based on weather as well, which
Mhm.
sometimes it's interesting because Mickey's Not So Scary at the beginning of the season tends to be like there's usually
Rainier.
a lot of rain. Yeah. There were treat trails all over the place as per usual, but
Gave, when you walked in, full-size mega peanut butter M&Ms.
which was very exciting. They always give you, when you first walk in, they always give you your bag that you use for trick-or-treating, and then they give you like a full-size, it's usually a bag of M&Ms or something, but
Yeah.
these were like the mega M&Ms. I haven't eaten mine yet.
Oh, I've eaten them. Those were gone that night.
You ate them at the party?
Yeah, I only had one thing in my bag. We didn't really go through any treat trails, and I just had one thing in my bag, and then I was like, I'm just gonna eat this.
Yeah,
and I ate it.
I posted about this on my Instagram, but if you do go to the party, one of my recommendations is like if you walk past a treat trail, just go to it. Obviously, like you guys had a specific agenda that evening, and if you have that, then it's understandable. But if you get the opportunity to like walk past one, even if the line feels sort of intimidating, they go very quickly.
Yeah.
And maximize on your ability to get candy, because why not?
Yeah. Plus, you never know. This is the first year that I know of where we went into a treat trail and there were characters in it.
Well, yeah. So yeah, we that is a very common thing, actually a very normal thing at Oogie Boogie Bash out in California. Like all of their treat trails usually have, not all of them, but the majority of them have like different villains in the treat trails. It was a surprise for us this year. I walked through first Princess Fairy Tale Hall, and Maleficent and the Evil Queen were in there, and it was cool because they were strategically placed in front of Sleeping Beauty and Snow White's pictures,
the paintings.
Yeah, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, they surprised me. They were in there and they were interacting as you walked by. You could take like a selfie with them,
talk with them.
Yeah, and it's a very quick, like they don't want you waiting and like hanging out for a long period of time, but because you're sort of slowly moving through there, you do get the opportunity to really like interact with them, which is pretty cool.
And that's exactly how they do it in California. And I'm glad. I hope that this was like a test.
Me too.
Where they're like, let's see if we can do it like this.
Add some more characters in there.
Yeah,
because
put them
really
in the treat trails.
We don't get roaming characters like California does. So to be able to have characters just kind of like strategically placed is pretty cool.
Yeah.
There was also Cruella as you walked in
that was
to
cool.
the party. That was new this year. We've not had that before.
Yeah, and she was just yelling at people. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's great. That's more of that. More yelling, please.
Yeah, just yell at me, Cruella. But she was very nice to me because I asked her like what she was wearing, who did her hair, and she's like, "It's all me, baby." And I was like, "Yeah."
She wasn't there when I walked through.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang.
I mean, I think it was like one of those gaps where she needed a little bit of a break.
She was out looking for puppies.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was really cool. That was a big surprise for us. Other entertainment offerings, we talked about the fireworks. Those were cool. Not much has changed. They are perimeter, so it's fun to see those.
Now, here's something that I would be interested to know. Did you see the cadaver dance?
I never did. And it's
Are they out?
I don't know. Well, they're listed on the guide.
Oh, okay.
So they should be. But when we walked, so me and our friend started at Pecos Bill to get some food. I know that there's more to that name. I always just call it Pecos.
Pecos Bill, Tall Tale Inn, and Cafe.
Yeah.
There's no S in it.
No. But we started there, and on our way out, the party had started, and on our way out, instead of the cadaver dance up at the top, so we're talking about like, there's like a balcony over the walkway that you would take if you're coming from Frontierland and you're going to Adventureland to go get like a Dole Whip, that like overpass.
Just to the left of Country Bears.
Yeah, usually the cadaver dans are up there, and they were not, but the Hitchhiking Ghost were up there.
What? Name them. Name them.
I can't. I forget already.
Oh.
Dang. That was a cruise trivia question.
Yeah. All right. What is Billie Eilish's brother's name?
I don't remember.
Phineas?
Phineas. Got it.
Yeah. I just wanted to check.
Is there...
What are their names? Their names are Ezra, Phineas, and Bob.
I want to say Bob, too.
It's Gus.
Well, I would have never gotten there. I should remember Ezra. He's like one of my favorite Star Wars characters.
Yeah. Bridger.
Yeah. Star Wars. We'll talk about that in this week's episode because I have things to say. Anyways, so we saw them standing up there, but I would imagine that like they would have had to have not been there all night because they would have had to get ready to go on the parade.
I'm going to give you guys an idea. If you're a Star Wars fan and a Disney Parks fan, go as Ezra Bridger, the Hitchhiking Ghost.
Oh, that'd be fun. Like
that's
a little
good
crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. One of my favorite costumes I saw at D23 was it was like the Toy Story characters, Woody's Roundup, but in black and white.
Oh, yeah.
They were really cool.
Yeah, they were the marionettes.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'll give you guys my other costume idea because...
Did you have any favorite costumes you saw that evening?
I didn't see a lot of costumes.
Really?
Not any like intricate ones like I'm used to. I saw people just like wearing costumes.
I feel like it's kind of early in the season too.
Yeah, it's very hot.
Yeah. Although that night wasn't too bad. The humidity was a little less that evening.
Yeah.
But it was still warm. I did see a group of ladies who they literally had like the wanted sign for
for
Flynn Rider.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like they weren't wearing like a sign. It was like
they were
like
the sign.
Yeah, like a onesie almost.
Yeah, it was like if you took a costume as if you were a rug, the flying carpet from Aladdin.
But it stayed intact. Like it didn't like collapse. It was very square.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool. They
were
were
all the
it.
same one.
Yeah.
It was all
I
the
thought
same.
it would have been cool if they had like switched up the character some.
Yeah, like
but that's
the
like
different characters from the Snuggly Duckling.
Yeah, but that's like a poster. So
what's his name? Eugene?
Yeah. Yeah. So that was cool. I liked those costumes.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I did see that one. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't remember a lot of other ones either. Nothing like really like stood out to me.
I do also have to say shout out to Disney because the Country Bears were in the parade in their new costumes.
Right. Yeah. That was
which
cool.
was cool.
The parade itself, not a whole lot of changes though.
No.
Everything was pretty much what it was last year. I don't think there were any changes.
I feel like it was. Maybe I didn't go last year. Did I go last year?
I would imagine you went.
I think I probably did. But
yeah, because one of the things I think that was added last year was Minnie, Clarabelle, and Daisy dressed as the Sanderson sisters.
Yeah,
and they were still in the parade this year, but I think everything was the same as it was last year. The only thing that was different to me was Ursula was walking as opposed to on
like a hoverboard.
She like glides sometimes. Yeah. That's the only thing that I saw that was different. But I do enjoy Boo-to-You so much. As soon as that music starts playing, I like to watch it or be around Main Street for that parade in particular. As soon as I hear the music start playing, I'm giddy.
Yeah, because you'll see Powerline come out too.
Yeah. Were you excited? You were yawning.
I was yawning. I was very tired. I was also like holding the position that we were in, and Jen ran over to film Powerline.
Yeah, and it was like the very end of the night. Like, we watched
dying.
it. We watched the 11. I think it's 11:15 is when it technically starts, but it doesn't make its way to the end of the parade.
We were
route.
at the fire station.
Yeah,
like we were at the end of the route,
the very end. So I think it was like 11:40 by the time it got to us. But it was great. It was a lot of fun. Attractions. You guys got to do Tiana's. Was that the only attraction that you did?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we only did Space Mountain, but I highly recommend
I wish I'd done Space Mountain.
It's so much fun because they turn, and I knew that all the lights get turned off, but I forgot that they're all off immediately. Like I was still anticipating having the tunnel to be turned on, and so as soon as we started, I was like, oh man, like I forgot how dark
There's
this actually
nothing.
is.
It's just you're in the pitch black.
Yeah, the only thing that you can see are like the red circles from like the cameras.
Yeah.
That's it. And there's not many of those.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's like a random light on in the attraction somewhere on the track, and that's the only like frame of reference that you have the entire time.
It's fun because Space Mountain is scariest when it is all the lights off or all the lights on.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's a blast. The music is sort of spooky. If you are going to do an attraction at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and you're only going to do one attraction, that would be my pick for you.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tea Party has an overlay.
It's just like party lights.
Yeah, and some music playing, which is cool.
Did they have the overlay on Pirates?
I don't know. That would have been good to know. I'm going back a couple of times, so I'll have to see and report back.
I don't have tickets yet. I got to go get more tickets.
Okay. I'm going for work a couple of times.
Pop quiz.
Okay.
What's the top speed of Space Mountain?
Oh, geez. I have no idea.
25.
Really? It feels so much faster.
That's so silly.
Wow.
Yeah.
It does. It feels faster than that.
I know.
It's because of the sensory overload, probably. Yeah. No, it's so much fun. I definitely recommend doing Space Mountain. I'm trying to think about some of the other attractions. Well, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, there's a treat trail that goes through there, and you do have the ability to sit down if you wanted to, and they do they
roast you a little bit.
Yeah, and it's like continuous.
Yeah.
And it's also I want to say the inside is sort of Halloween themed, like the projections and the graphics that they have. Yeah. We did that, but we just walked through, and our friend was like, I don't want to go in there. I don't want to get picked on.
and they picked on him.
I was like, they won't pick on you. They're going to pick you.
I don't even understand, because he was probably looking like this.
They could tell. Get him.
Yeah.
No, he drew a lot of attention to himself that evening because he was wearing
Oh, he is, yeah.
a High School
The
Musical
Zac
costume.
Efron. Zac Efron.
So a lot of people like were commenting on that.
And they yelled, "Summertime." Nick tells me this.
No,
is a
what
thing.
time is it?
It's time to get ill.
People would yell to him, Wildcats, and then he would respond and say, you have no idea.
What's for dinner, Mrs. Wolf?
No, get your head in the game.
Get your head in the game,
Yeah,
idiots.
and then they would yell, what time is it? And the first time he was like, I don't know, game time? And I was like, no, it's not game time.
Zac Efron didn't know his line.
Yeah, he didn't know. He wasn't ready.
So wait, why? Wait, okay, hold on. Time out. Reverse. They say, "Get your head in the game."
Yeah,
Right? What did they say before that?
Wildcat.
Wildcats, get your head in the game. And then who yells, "What time is it?"
Anybody. To
In
any
the
high
movie?
Oh, like in the movie, it's a song. And High School Musical 2, that's the way that the movie starts. It's the song. I think the song is called What Time Is It? And it's all about them like starting their summer vacation. So it's like, what time is it?
Just like the beginning of a Goofy
Summertime.
movie.
Sure, yeah.
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 They
They probably like copied that.
Yeah, I would imagine they did. It's the exact same storyline.
Yeah. Well, not totally, because then they go work at like a country club, but
Yeah, that happened. At some point, I'm sure one of the Goofs or
I don't-
PJ worked at a country club.
I don't think so, but okay. But anyway, so yeah, he was getting a lot of what time is it, and I had to instruct him to.
People were saying that to him. They weren't just like Wildcats.
What is that?
That's a W. Is that not what they do? They
No.
don't go like this. Wildcats.
They don't. It's not like the Wilderness Explorer Club.
Wildcats.
Good call.
Go,
No,
go.
no. They would say, "What time is it?" And
They don't have a hand symbol.
then he knew summertime. It's a
Okay.
language that we speak
Summer,
us millennials.
summertime.
Oh dear.
Is that right?
I think I'm going to go on Instagram after we're done recording this and then record a video and ask if people know how to respond to that appropriately.
Okay. We can ask Jen when we go downstairs.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That's like
Well, I think we talked about it though that night.
Jen knows everything. So
She crosses the bridges of
she's
the
like a wealth of
pop culture
knowledge. That's why I always want to do trivia with her. Because like if she doesn't know it, if I second guess myself, she'll be like, "No, you're right." Or if I'm not sure, she'll know it.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Proud of you guys.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
I think one time someone said something about me saying I'm proud of you that it felt disingenuous. I don't mean it to be disingenuous.
What? You're not really proud of me.
No, I'm saying I mean that I am proud of you.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Isn't that something that I say though?
Yeah, I got that from you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You influenced me.
Well, I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
I'm proud of me for that.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too. So yeah, attractions, entertainment, food. So you guys ate quite a bit that evening.
Yeah, as always.
What was your What was your favorite thing that you had?
What did we have? What did we have? What did we have at
How was the pork? I didn't get to see you guys eat that because I walked in to go get my clam flatbread.
it didn't have any flavor to it.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
It was like a pork egg roll, and it was from Friar's Nook,
Yeah.
and it had no
Yeah,
flavor.
yeah. There was something that was good. Oh, those little piggy wings were pretty good.
Those were there last year, though.
Yeah, they were returning.
Yeah, I liked those last year.
Yeah, there was like a pork spring roll. A spring roll that wasn't, it's like didn't have any flavor to it. It was like,
I had two flatbreads that night. I had a flatbread from Pecos, and it was like a corn-based flatbread
mhm.
with like pumpkin on it and shredded chicken, some sort of aioli. It wasn't bad. It just did not have as much flavor as I wanted it to, which was kind of a bummer because I was really looking forward to the flavor combo that it was supposed to have. So that one fell a little flat for me.
Yeah.
Flatbread.
Oh, That was good.
Yeah, thanks. But the other flatbread that I had was my favorite thing that I had during the evening. It was the clam flatbread from
Clam.
Pinocchio's Village House.
Which is weird. Like, why are we putting clams on flatbread?
I don't know, but it was so good. And Jen also said that was the like favorite thing that she had the first night that she went to the Halloween party. So
I would be honest. Even if I ate clams, I feel like I'd be a bit nervous eating clams on a flatbread from Disney.
yeah, I was fine.
Yeah.
They were baked. They're not like raw or anything.
Yeah, well, baked clams.
You did try that, and you said you didn't like it because it tasted like clams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that I tried it.
Yeah.
I didn't it out.
Yeah.
I said,
forget that ever
I
happened.
don't want to taste
It
that
was
ever again.
very spicy.
Yeah.
We both had the candy corn soft serve sundae.
Which tasted like
sweet corn,
sweet corn. Yeah, sweet corn. Tasted like creamed corn ice cream.
which was so good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had the hot dog was good. What
I
was
didn't try the
that we
hot
had?
dog.
It was like it was available during normal park hours.
It's from the lunching pad.
The lunching pad, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
remember what the heck the hot dog was.
I don't know, but it looked very tasty.
It was good.
Yeah.
It had a weird aioli on it. It was
You
like
also-
a sriracha aioli, but it came out like
Yeah.
cream cheese.
It looked good.
Maybe it was cream cheese.
There was like a lot of it.
I think it was. You okay?
I'm like coughing so much right now. I'm trying to think about any other snacks that I had. Honestly, I didn't get the opportunity to eat as much as I wanted to, but I was so full after eating 2 flatbreads. So, the burger is back at Pecos this year. It's like a Cajun burger.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend got that, and he really enjoyed it. I remember liking that a lot last year.
I always had a question for this sort of opportunity. Do you think, say you've been...
Does this have to do with me drinking water?
No.
Okay.
It has to do with you coughing.
Oh.
So say you're in a situation where there's a monster in your house,
Oh my gosh.
right? Zombie.
Okay.
Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, right?
Okay.
And you're in the closet, right? And you're hiding from this monster,
Sure.
right? Do you think that you could hold in a sneeze or hold in a cough?
My chances would be higher to hold in a cough than it would to sneeze,
Really?
in my opinion.
Mine's the opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
If you have to cough, you got to cough.
If I have to cough and I try to hold it in, I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, and then I have to cough.
Interesting. My sneezes, they just got to go. They got to come out.
I can stop a sneeze.
Oh, it hurts my brain.
Well,
But it'd be better to hurt my brain than it would be to die. So
you're not going to die. You're just going to like meet Michael Myers and he's going to be like,
give me a hug or something.
yeah, you never know. He's
a
like,
zombie.
he's like, do you like dressing up like a clown?
Join my team.
Yeah. All right.
Be part of my Scream Squad.
Scream Squad.
That's coming up.
Holler.
Anyways, any other food?
No, that was it. That's all we ate.
Okay. Yeah, you guys went to the lunching pad and to
Friars
Friars Nook.
Friars Nook. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's still so much more. The menu is very extensive this year for the Halloween food at Magic Kingdom. There's a lot more out there that I want to try. There's a lot of stuff that's there just like during the regular daytime that I want to go have. So we'll report back if we continue to try some of that food. And also there's food, which will not be doing, but there's special menu items at some of the sit-down restaurants.
Yeah.
I wish that I could do them. I just don't want to take the time to do it.
Right. Waste an entire, not so scary.
Yeah, a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-hour event, probably waste 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah. Just if I had like a frequent pass, then I'd be fine.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were going to do that. They
Me
did
too.
not.
No announcements on that. But yeah, overall, it was a wonderful evening. Had a lot of fun. I was glad that I had fun because it started where I just wasn't there, and then I was able to turn it around. So
Proud of you.
thanks.
You did it.
We rallied.
Yeah.
You guys left after the parade, and I went over and watched a couple minutes of the stage show.
Yeah.
Which is always fun.
And you, what is it? In Kama Koriyama. I was going to say Expeller
They put a spell on me.
Yeah.
I also really like taking my time as I walk down Main Street after the party is over because they're playing like the spooky music. I think it's usually like Raven Simone is playing, like Superstitious.
They're usually playing Superstitious and
chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a villain.
I love it. But I do. I like to take my time, just look at the projections on Main Street, just kind of like soak it all in.
Yeah.
So it was a fun night. I just can't believe it. It is here. Spooky season is officially started here in Central Florida. And honestly, Starbucks today dropped pumpkin. So it's back, baby.
It is.
We're in full-fledged pumpkin season.
We did it.
College football starts this weekend.
Oh.
I feel like fall is here. I want to like make chili, carve pumpkins, roast the seeds in the 100-degree weather outside. Oh. Oh my god.
That wasn't supposed to be a burp. Our friend is from up north and he likes Skyline chili.
Yeah. Did you go?
I've been, yeah.
Well, yeah. Up north.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you haven't been to the one here in Orlando.
No, it's not chili, by
No.
the way.
Yeah. I know, we went.
Spaghetti sauce.
We've had this entire conversation.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure that everybody knows.
Yeah, just in case you wondered. Skyline is pretty good, though, on the spaghetti.
On spaghetti.
But you got to do light cheese because the amount of cheese that they put onto that,
Obscene.
wild.
Yeah.
It's like a tower of cheese.
Oh, Tower of Cheese.
Leaning tower of cheese. It always goes back to the Goofy movie.
It does.
All right, well, thank you all for tracking with us. I hope you've enjoyed this bonus episode. Oh,
I was
before
going to
we
say,
go.
I thought that was
Oh my
happening now.
gosh.
I kept looking at the box and I was so excited.
We're going to do something fun. So I talked about this on my Instagram story. We went to Sugar Boo & Co. at Disney Springs. We were invited out by them like a week ago now. And while we were there, they had all of their fall stuff, all their Halloween stuff. And I got a game called Boo or False. So I'm going to test Tim's
Random knowledge.
And see if he can.
And I hope that they're all spooky.
Yeah, I think they're all Halloween themed. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to do a couple of these here. And
Turnips.
Then, what?
Turnips.
Hold on a second. And then what we're going to do is we'll do a few of these now, but we're also going to do like a fun, like exclusive Patreon episode where we're just like cycling through these very quickly. So if you are on our Patreon, enjoy that content. If you're not, you should sign up.
Do you know why I said turnips?
No, why?
That's what jack-o'-lanterns used to be carved out of.
Oh, so you thought that was coming.
I thought it was coming. I thought they were going to ask me about
research.
turnips.
That's the one fact that you studied.
No, it's in one of the boys' books.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we have a lot of Halloween books for the boys.
Oh, that's fun.
We want them
Did
to
you
be
start reading those
acclimated.
now?
No, yeah, we read them year round. We read Christmas and Halloween year round. That's just the way that it is here.
That's how it goes. I love that. Okay. The U.S. state that produces the most pumpkins is Illinois.
True.
Oh, yeah.
That's in the book.
What the heck is this
You
book?
gotta see this book. It's pretty amazing. It's like a lift the flap book. It gives you facts.
See, it's already going well for you.
Yeah.
The original name for candy corn was witch's teeth. True or false?
False. It was called chicken feed.
Oh my gosh! Literally, it says false
In the book.
It's called chicken feet. What is this book?
I'm gonna get this book after this podcast and show you this book. Man.
Devil, devil, toil and trouble is from Shakespeare's play Macbeth, spoken by 3 witches. True or false?
True.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to call it Macbeth
Why?
because bad luck. At least, well, you can call it here. You can call it Macbeth. But if you're in it, it's supposed to be called the Scottish play.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just reading the card.
Because it's haunted or something. It's a haunted play.
Interesting. So far, you're 3 for 3.
Oh God, I feel really good about this.
Halloween originated in Bulgaria. True or false?
I don't know. False.
Correct. Do you know where?
Romania.
No, it was originated with the Celts, Ireland and Scotland. Celts. Yeah. In Bram Stoker's novel Dracula,
Yeah.
Dracula's sidekick was called Renfield. True or false?
True.
5 for 5.
Yeah. I've read this book.
You're like the king of Halloween.
No, I'm not. I
Yeah,
got
you
one
are.
of them. Oh, I got all of them right.
Yeah.
Didn't I didn't know where. I thought it. Celtic.
Okay. Samhainophobia is the fear of Halloween. True or false?
False. But
oh,
is it true?
it's true.
Wow, that's interesting. So Sam Hain is a character from Trick or Treat, right?
That's I don't know.
That's interesting. I wonder if that's where it came from, where they got the name from.
Probably.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that is interesting. Or if the phobia came after. Who's scared of Halloween? You can be scared of the things. You're scared of the 31st of October.
Probably. Some people might be. They just think that like something bad's going to happen.
Yeah,
I understand that.
like a black flame candle.
Yeah. Before pumpkins were used, people in Ireland used to carve Jack-o'-lanterns out of uprooted tree stumps. True or false?
False.
False. They used turnips. Wow.
Here's what happened. I secretly went and bought this game.
I should go do this with Jackson. He probably knows.
Maybe, yeah.
Mexico celebrates the reuniting of the living and dead in an annual festival called El Dia de los Muertos. True or false?
True.
Yeah, that was easy.
I learned that from Coco.
In the first 2 Halloween movies, Michael wears a mask that is based on
Bill Shatner.
Dustin Hoffman's face. True or
It's
false?
William Shatner.
Yeah, false. It was based on William Shatner's face. All right, last one, and then the rest of these are going on Patreon.
Okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio was offered the role of Max in Disney's 1993 movie Hocus Pocus, but turned it down. True or false?
Max and Hocus. I would 1993. I'd say true.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh,
That makes sense. He actually, like, who they ended up casting as Max looks like Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah.
They were going for a specific look.
I'd be interested if he had like another project lined up in 93.
When did Titanic come out?
Ask Jen. 98.
I don't know. Because, like, that was, like, Leo's prime, right? I bet he was, like...
Well, he was in other stuff before it.
Right. I wonder if he was just like, I don't want to do this movie. I have bigger and better things.
That's what
on
I'm
it."
saying. Like maybe he was like right around the corner, was getting ready to do Gilbert Grape or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I would imagine.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking up Leo DiCaprio, actor Inception. That's what they say. Best known for Inception.
Really? No way. I
I
think
know,
he's
that's
best
what I was
known for
thinking of.
Titanic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed playing that game.
Oh, I'm on producer. Oh,
With
geez. He
us?
produced a lot of stuff here.
Maybe you were answering the questions yourselves. If you're interested in buying that game, I don't know where else it's sold, but Sugar Moon Co. at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. Okay, what are we looking at? 1990 what?
19. What year did Titanic come out?
No. What's the first one? What
Oh,
was
93.
93 was Gilbert Grape.
Okay, so he had another project he was working on. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they would have filmed it before 93.
Well, same with.
He was like a series regular on Growing Pains.
Well, Hocus Pocus came out in 93, so they would have been filming at the same time. Or around,
Yeah,
potentially.
He, got a lot going on in the 90s.
Yeah, that was prime.
He had 2 movies come out in 93.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Man.
All right, we're going to pick those questions back up on the Patreon episode, but thank you guys for playing with us. Hopefully you had fun with that, and thank you for tracking with us. I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode, and we will see you on Monday.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.